Hello everybody, this is I Cosplay here, and today I'm wearing a red teddy bear hat because why not? Anyway, this is a video to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 of you have looked at my videos, decided you like it, and have subscribed. So thank you very much, even though I'm pretty sure half the accounts I've subscribed are now inactive. But still, the number's there, and it just makes me very pleased that, 1,000 people like what I do. And for those of you who have stuck around and are watching this now, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I hope I can continue and improve on providing entertainment and things in the future. So today I'm sitting in front of my wonderful Stormtrooper here because to celebrate 1,000 subscribers I've decided to be a bit self-indulgent, really. Kind of what the last videos have been, actually. I'm seeing a trend here. But I'm going to be talking about, cosplay and how long I've been doing it, and essentially why I've been doing it, because that is the question I think I get asked probably the most. Introduce myself to people and say this is what I do, and they're like, oh, why? And so I'm just gonna blurt this out, and hopefully won't go too off the tracks and stuff like that. But this is gonna be cosplay, my story, and why I do it as well, because I've got emails from other people saying they want to get into cosplay, what's the best way to do that, and also they want to do it but their friends are saying, oh, you're so childish for doing this, and just taking the mickey out of them, really. So this is why I'm doing it, quite a personal side, and all the wonderful things that are involved in it, and why you should do it. If you've ever decided, I kind of want to do that, go for it. So stick around, and this is my story. Okay, so I've been a geek for pretty much all my life, I would say. My name is Leah. That comes from a TV show called Quantum Leap, slightly different spelling in the show to my name, so that's already geeky. I was a Trekkie when I was a baby. Not anymore, I'm a Star Wars fan now, but if I was to watch Star Trek again, it'd have to be Jean-Luc Picard. I will refuse to watch any other Trek apart from that, because I would jig about when I was a little baby every time the Star Trek theme came on. And of course, as explained, as I was younger, I moved on to Star Wars, and then got into Spider-Man, and then when the prequel to Star Wars came out, especially Revenge of the Sith, I was so into that. 2005, back into Star Wars, and then Doctor Who, and then just other little random bits here and there that I've just kind of got into, and it's never really left me. People say, oh, you'll grow out of it. I'm 19 years old now, I'm supposed to be being an adult, I drive, I've got a job, and I still spend most of my time just doing stuff like this, and I'm damn proud of it. So to start off, why I do cosplay now. Cosplay for me is all about what I think life should be all about. It should be all about fun. Facebook just went off there. I probably should have switched off my computer before starting to do this. Yeah, but if you can't have fun in life, then what's the point? Because we're all gonna die one day. If you're gonna spend your life being miserable, then it's a life wasted. So my motto is if you make at least one person smile or laugh a day, then you've done something good. You've made someone happy, even for a little while. If you just do that every day, it makes you feel better as a person. And cosplay is more of an extension of that, and it's just fun. It's why I do it. People that inspired me to start doing this was actually the 501st Legion. I saw a trailer for the documentary Heart of an Empire. If you want to watch that, I'll probably put an annotation or a link down in the description, but that's I knew about them, I'd seen other videos, and I watched that, and the bit that was just this is what I want to do with my life. There's a bit that they're visiting a child in the hospital, and they've got a little Star Wars colouring book, and Vader's sitting next to him, and the kid goes, one of my dreams has actually come true, I'm colouring with Darth Vader, and that just ripped my heartstrings just right out. I was sitting there just going, oh, your love for something can make someone who, the world can just seem so mean and horrible to them, and can just make them so happy, even if it's for that small moment. It's just that little light in the dark. That sounds really dramatic, but that's how I feel every time I do this, and someone comes up to me and smiles and just you know, especially the reaction little kids have, because I remember how I felt towards these characters when I was little, and these characters to me were still real. Now, yeah, I know, doing the costume actors, the magic has gone, considering half the time it's me behind the mask. But you know, I'd like to keep that up for little kids. Like, yes, I am a Stormtrooper, I am Spider-Man, I'm Dr. Octopus, I've travelled through time with the Doctor. It's just like, just let them hold on to something that is just so magical, because yes, we all grow old, but we don't all have to grow up. Okay, so the first costume I got was this guy, my Stormtrooper Armor. It's my faithful companion that I've had for like 6 years now. I'm very, very fortunate to have him, especially as a first costume, because these aren't really cheap, especially if you want to make them yourself. That takes a lot of time and a lot of money, but I was able to get this. He's falling apart a little bit now in some places. He needs a few replacement parts, but he's been running around, dancing and crouching on the floor and having people jump on him for 6 years, so he's lasted a while. And it's definitely the most fun costume for me to wear, I think, because I do like to break out of character a lot, and people respond really well to me when I do that, and so I thought, you know, I'm just going to keep doing that. I am part of a couple of small UK based costume groups for the Stormtrooper. I'm with a Bantha Squad, whose logo is hidden under my pauldron there, and Empire costume group. Empire were the first guys that I met. I met them at my very first convention, which was the MCM Expo in May 2009. They were absolutely lovely people. They are absolutely lovely people. I haven't trooped with them in ages. Because most of my cosplay friends don't live anywhere near me. So, you know, we only see each other at conventions, and sometimes you can arrange to meet someone and it's so busy you don't see them throughout the whole day. That's just how it goes. But, you know, they're still my friends and I still love them, and I'm still very proud to say, you know, they're my first costume group I joined when I got the Stormtrooper. And I was going to join the 501st when I was old enough, because you have to be 18 in order to join, but the 501st are very stuck in character. I'm not saying that for everybody. I have friends in like Nordic Garrison in Germany, Australia, America, and I've met some really nice people that are in the UK Garrison. But I may say this right now, that might you know, annoy a few people, but you know, this is my opinion. My opinion, I do not want to tar everyone with the same brush. What you guys do is incredible. You inspired me to start doing this in the first place, so thank you for that. But some of the people that I've met are a bit elitist. Like, we are the best, we do this. If you don't do that, that's it. You're out, kind of thing. To me, that's not what cosplay is about. It's not about being the best. And there's some people out there who have the title of like world's best cosplayer. How can you judge that? Can you judge that on how many costumes a person has? Like the extravagance of said costume? Like what it's made out of, how expensive it is, if they're pretty or not? How do you judge the best cosplayer? How do you judge that? I don't get that. To me, it's not about being the best. It's about you have something you love, and you either buy something or you know, get a bunch of things and make something, and you go out there and you show the world how much you love it, and you have fun. That's what cosplay is to me. It's fun. It shouldn't be set of rules for people. Yes, there can be boundaries sometimes. Like, you know, I really did kind of felt I pushed the boat out cosplaying with Spider-Man, considering I'm not in the greatest of shape. But, you know, it just should be fun. I've loved Spider-Man since I was a little kid. I was running around in costumes when I was 7 years old. I'm 19, and the only thing that's changed is my costume has got slightly better. But yeah, this is the one that I love more than anything, and like you couldn't pay me enough to get rid of this. It's weird to say I have such an emotional attachment to a costume, but it has just given me so much joy, and through this I have met so many people which I can now call like some of my best friends. Oh, I'm getting all teary just thinking about this. Oh, what you guys doing to me. And this has made so many people smile. I've had quite a few weird stories, I guess, come with this. I've had people come up to me and ask me if they could have a piggyback ride, which I said no to because I'd probably drop them. People come up to me and go, "Can you please do the sexy dance?" Which I did. I've danced with people. I've had people flirt with me in this. That's the one thing. You're wearing a mask. You're completely anonymous. So you know, if people do tease you for cosplaying, if you don't tell them and you're in one of these, they're not gonna know who you are. Just go out and have fun with it. But that does mean if you're a girl like me and you dress in Stormtrooper armor, other girls may try to flirt with you. I've had people grope me. That was interesting. They found the gap between my butt armor and my butt. So someone's copped a feel of my bum. I hope you enjoyed. Some have come up to me, like after they've had a picture, they've gone, "You smell really nice," smiled and walked away. And another one concerning my bum, this lady came up to me, smiled at me and went, "You have a really nice bum," and then walked away. I don't know how she can see it considering my bum is cocooned in plastic, but thank you. I appreciate your interest in my bottom. So you get people that kind of had that reaction to you, and you get the reaction which I cosplay for, especially for like the little kids, and you just see them smile, and it just reminds you why you do this, even if it becomes so physically painful and exhausting to wear. The best example I think I have of this, I was standing in a little hall. I was at Caution Sci-Fi. Someone had asked me if I could join their two boys with the TARDIS in a photo shoot because they wanted TARDIS and a Stormtrooper. So I was in a hall, I had to stand in the light to wait for them to get the chance to go in there. It was quite warm, lenses were fogging up, but I couldn't take the helmet off because there's a lot of little kids around. Last thing you want to do is take it off and them to go, "Oh, that Stormtrooper's a woman," and just start crying, because that's sort of happened before. But I was just standing there, like my friend was trying to fan me down, and then all of a sudden, like, I felt my leg armor just like go. I was like, well, I thought, is it getting caught? I can't lift up my helmet and have a look. So I must have looked really weird. I was like trying to look down through the mouthpiece because I don't have any gauze in there, so I could see out of it really clearly. And I was like trying to tap to see if the elastics come off or something's happened, and there's this lump on my leg, and I look down far enough. This little boy who'd been walking through the hall with his dad has seen a Stormtrooper, ran away, has run to me and just hugged my leg, and he's just hugging me, and his dad comes over and says, "Oh, come on." It's like, "Well, sorry." I was like, "That's alright." And this little boy is the cutest little guy, has a little X-Wing shirt on. Yeah, I don't support Rebels, but he's so adorable, I can't help it. So I'm able to just about get down on one knee in the armour, and I put my arms out, and this little boy just comes running in and just gives me a massive hug. And then he just smiles, and his dad walks him away as he's leaving, and the whole time until he leaves my sight, he just waves and smiles. But it's like, that is just the most adorable thing. Like, this little boy loves Star Wars. He's seen a Stormtrooper. He hasn't run away crying from me, which some do. He's just come up to me and he's just hugged me, and it's just like, oh, it's just, and like loads of people just like come up to me and ask me to have pictures of their kids. Times that I've wandered about in town for no good reason, and there's loads of pictures, loads of people have had their pictures of me, and it is a really strange feeling. Even a newspaper tweeted about me before. I was told that one of the Mid-Sussex Times or something tweeted, "We've heard there's a Stormtrooper wandering about Hayward Heath. Does anybody have any pictures?" But it's weird to think I'm part of quite a few like little family pictures that I will never see, and like little kids have come running up to me showing me like Darth Vader dolls and Stormtrooper dolls that they've just bought. I've been so excited to show me this, or like, "Oh, I've just seen a Stormtrooper in real life." That's something they're going to remember for a long time. It's like being famous. Just no one knows who you are or what you even look like. So it's weird. It's really weird. And I've had that experience again for the second time doing the Doc Ock costume, which I'll get onto later, which is even weirder feeling because this time people can see my face. But yeah, that's the main reason why I do cosplay and things. And for people who maybe bully other people, or just just like, "Ah, you're doing that childish behaviour, you stuff like that. I just say shame on you, because, you know, I was bullied a lot in primary school. I didn't really have many friends. People just picked on me. I guess I was just a fat little chubby kid who was quite geeky, and I made an easy target. And but I am proud to say that even though people picked on me for liking what I like and being who I am, that I am still able to do what I do, be proud of it, and I've made so many amazing friends, and I've been kissed by Boba Fett on the cheek, by Boba Fett. I've had my arm around David Tennant's waist. That was really nice. I have never ever strained so much to hold my composure for one moment in my life than when I walked into the room and put my arm around David Tennant. Whoa. Seriously, a fangirl in me would just wanted to bust out and kiss the man, but that would have been really inappropriate, and I couldn't do that. Yeah, that's the reason why you should do it. You should do it for fun. Just get out there and just show the world what you love, because there are people out there who are exactly the same as you, exactly the same as me, and I didn't realise that till I started doing this, and now I have loads of friends and they all like the same thing I do. So that's the reason why you should start. A second reason, really, a less kind of personal one, is I like to be quite creative as a person. I've always been arty and drawing and painting and stuff, even though my secondary school art teacher probably smacked me down, let's say, because I wasn't too good at it when I was in school, really. But I've improved now. He'd shake his head at me, but you know, sorry sir. But yeah, I do enjoy painting and drawing and making stuff, and the whole challenge of it. The first proper costume I made from scratch was the cheetah person costume. That I made the whole first suit. I've done 2 versions of the mask, the clothing that goes with it. I had someone do the necklaces for me, but the rest of it I pretty much made myself, and that was quite a bit of a challenge, considering I had never really sewn before properly, and I hand stitched together an entire suit. So at that point I was just like, I can actually do this, because apart from that I hadn't really made suits by hand. The Ace costume, bought a t-shirt, drew a little bit on the t-shirt, stuff you can buy, but it's just mainly sewing patches on. I mean, that's not the hardest thing in the world to do, but then making a cheap person costume, I can legitimately start doing this, and from then on I've been kind of wanting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you hand make a costume like that, one thing I like to do is get approval from the actors and actresses, because I only cosplay as something if I really, really like the character and I know about the character. If I don't know much about them, I won't cosplay them. One of my friends has said, hey, you should cosplay as Ghostbuster, but I'm not really great a fan of Ghostbusters and I don't know much about them, so I feel like a complete fraud if I started cosplaying as a Ghostbuster. So, you know, they are cool, but I just wouldn't do it. So I've been very fortunate enough with conventions to actually meet the actors and actresses that are the people I cosplay as. I met Sophie Aldred, who was Ace in Doctor Who, with companion to the 7th Doctor, and she absolutely loved the costume, and she signed my jacket, and I've had pictures of me and 2 other Ace cosplayers with her with my baseball bat, about to beat us up. And if I remember rightly, she wanted a picture with us on her phone, and I think for a little while that was her phone background. So, you know, normally you have pictures of your heroes on your phone background. I was on my hero's phone background. Even if I'm not at the background anymore, I'm on her phone. That blows my mind, kind of. I met Lisa Bauman, who is the actress who played Kara, which is the cheetah person that my costume is based off of. Good. She loved the suit. She signed my belt and was just happy to take pictures with it, and was just I think she was more excited about seeing me in costume than I was excited about meeting her. And it makes you just feel so good when someone you admire looks at something you've done and they admire it. Like, that is just such a good feeling. And the best one, which I've had recently, which I have to say because I still can't get over this, obviously Doc Ock costume is the costume I'm most proud of doing. And I recently discovered that Alfred Molina joined Twitter. When I started Twitter, he didn't have a page. I follow a page of a film that he's currently in, and they tweeted and they linked to his page. I was like, he's got a Twitter page? So I spent about 10 minutes pacing the room deciding what to tweet him, sent him a picture of the Doc Ock costume, and the next morning I woke up for work, checked the messages, and then I've got a reply from Alfred Molina. For those of you who don't know, well, if you've been watching my videos recently, you know Alfred Molina was like, I adore the man. But I actually had a crush on him when I was little, from Spider-Man 2. I had a big crush on Dr. Octopus. It's the reason why I love Dr. Octopus in the first place. But my crush has kind of continued on. Like, I've now kind of had a crush on Alfred Molina for a good 10 years. I say that and people give me such a weird look. I didn't know how old he was until I checked Wikipedia and nearly choked on the drink that, you know, just like, what? But, yeah, there are people my age who also feel the same, so, you know, just saying, just putting that out there. But, yeah, so I woke up and I got a tweet from the man, and I don't think I've ever been so excited to get up for work before, to be quite honest. And if you don't believe me, I have proof. Here it is. Can't see that? Please focus, camera. There we go. Said, hey, this is me. I made a Doc Ock costume this year. Been a fan of you since I was little. And he sent a reply saying, very cool. Now go get Spidey. Like, didn't just retweet. He replied, I'm so glad I live in the age where I can pick up my phone and talk to the actors that I love through my phone. Like, 10 years ago I didn't even dream of having any contact with anybody I admired, and now I have autographs on my wall, I have pictures with them, I've been talking to Alfred Molina. That's why you should cosplay. They say you should never meet your heroes. You should meet your heroes, you should dress up at them, you should stalk them on the internet, and you should just love it. Love it. Yes, I know this video has been quite ranty and goes off in all sorts of directions, but you know, this is just something from the heart. This is what I've been doing for the past 6 years, and I love it to bits, especially now that I've sort of stepped up with the cosplay, with the Doc Ock costume, because I have never had a reception in a costume as I have with that one, even though several people did mistake me for Spider Trooper. Hey buddy. But yeah, I would like to say I was planning on doing a Doc Ock costume before he announced his, and then he announced his, and I was like, right, that's it, I'm definitely doing mine as well, because I want in on this, because I saw his when I went to the MCM Expo. Was it this year? No, it's not this year, because it's 2014 and I forgot that already. Okay, last year, here is a picture. You see, I'm very happy because I got a little bit overexcited, like you do, as it was about nearing the end of the day for me. I was about to go downstairs to get changed, to then hop on the train, go home, and from the distance just saw these tentacles, just like over people, just a crowd of people and tentacles. I'm like, oh, there he is. I've been looking for him for the whole day. I was like, go up, I need a picture before I get changed. And yeah, and I saw it and it looked really cool, and I was like, yep, definitely want to do this. And I did. And for the years I've been doing it, you know, I've had people take my picture and say, oh yeah, you're cool, yeah, whatever, pat me on the back, but with this costume, like, people have reacted to me as I would react if, like, I met the real life Dr. Octopus, if, like, Alpha Amelia walked in the room with full tentacles on. Like, I still can't get over that. I had, like, my first few interviews that day. I had about 3 interviews then. Never been interviewed before when I went to a convention. I've had so many people, like professional photographers, wanting to take my picture. A load of other people like, oh please can I have a picture with you. Some other people that just didn't want pictures. One person just came up to me, put their hand out and went, I have to shake your hand, and apologies little kids, I'm about to swear here, but that is fucking awesome. Like, thank you. I just can't get over it. I really can't. And I'm still finding like blogs and pictures that I'm in now still, when I just like have a casual search, like, oh, there's something new. And it's just one I remember reading recently said, you know, they asked me how they made it. They put it on the blog telling people how I made it, and it said, it is definitely the greatest thing I've seen at the convention for a long time. And I was the main picture on their page. I was like, I've done something that people really, really like. And for many years that I've been doing things that people just go, nerd, and just shove me to one side, and now people go, oh, nerd, I love you. It's a really, really peculiar feeling, but it's a good one, and I am very proud that I'm still into this, and I can do this, and Dark Oak is going to come out to play just so much more often now, even though it kills me to wear the thing. Like, I don't think I'm going to have a spine by the end of this year, because he's probably going to come out to most conventions now. Especially Stan the Man Lee coming to London Film and Comic Con. I'm there. Like, I've already booked the photo shoot tickets. All I need to now is just definitely make sure I've got the day off work, and that's it, I'm there. Even if I don't get the day off work, I think I'm just going to go and say, sorry, bought a ticket, I'm going. Someone cover for me, because I'm leaving. But yeah, so this is a big thank you to 1,000 subscribers. This is Cosplay. This is why I cosplay, and why you should too. The question that people do ask is, I want to cosplay, how do I start? Well, so if you want to start making stuff, start not too small, not too big, but start with a character that you really love, like that you adore, because you don't want to get halfway through a project and then be like, okay, I'm bored of this, I want to go do someone else now. You want to be able to work on that and just keep having the final image in your head. If you get to the point like, oh god, I'm so sick of working on this, but keep having the image of your head of what it's going to look like at the end. Like, it's got to look like this. And then when it comes together and you wear it out for the first time and you get people that actually recognise what you are and like, oh, can I have a picture with you, that it makes it all worthwhile. Yeah, I'd say if you're going to make something, start, give a bit of middle ground, a little bit of a challenge, so you can figure out your boundaries, know what you can and can't do, but also it's not too simple. It's the main thing would be just have fun with it. Just run with it and have fun with it. And go look in your area, see if there's any conventions you can attend. Some of them can be a bit pricey, but you know, it's the best way to go out there, show off what you can do, and meet people who are the same as you. And that's how I've met most of my friends and people that I just adore, because I do adore all my cosplay friends, because you guys are just amazing. And that's it. And that would be my rule for life. Go out there, have fun, make friends. Life's too short. Just do it. If there's someone you like, tell them you like them. If there's somebody you just like, oh, I don't know if I should do it or not. If you haven't got anything to lose, do it. That's just, yeah. I'm in one of those moods. I'm in a feel-good mood. So if you have any other questions, anything, please feel free to send me a message. You can email me on YouTube. You can send me a tweet on Twitter. You could send me an email on Facebook, because I'm self-plugging again. Hey, I'm doing canvas commissions and stuff on Facebook, so go here if you want things. None of you have yet, please. So thank you for watching, thank you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I never thought anyone would actually be interested in what I do, but But thank you very much. Thank you to my friends and family for putting up with my absolute insanity over the years and supporting me through this, especially like my mum, my dad and my nan, who are my dad who helps me make stuff, and my mum and my nan who are my bodyguards. Because yeah, I bring my nan with me to convention and my mum because, you know, I like to share what I love with the people I love. So they look after me when I'm in this and when I'm in Doc Ock and just when I'm in any other costume. They are my rock, and I would say thank you to the celebs that I've met. I call them celebs because to other people they're like, don't really care, but to me they're just people I admire and I love. So like the cast of Star Wars, those of you who I've met, like Vader, R2, Boba Fett, the other random people. Can't remember who I've met now. I've met too many. To the Doctor Who people, to everybody really, especially to you, Mr. Molina, for tweeting me back. And I've just admitted I've had a crush on you for 10 years. Part of me kind of hopes you're not watching this, even though I don't know why you would be. Thank you, everyone. Now, before I just completely continue off on a longer stream of blur and drabble and all sorts of things, I will leave you. So, thank you everyone for bringing me to 1,000 subscribers in this wonderful new year. I hope I will get to see you guys around at conventions and stuff in the future. I hope I can bring you some nice videos now I've got new tripod, new camera, and all sorts of loveliness. So thank you everybody, and just enjoy life and have fun, and I will see you all in my next video. Don't know what it will be, I'm quite impulsive like that, but that's what makes me fun. So, you know, have a good one. I'll see you next time.